So I'll start again. If you joined us 10 weeks ago, that is on the 1st of July, you've had 10 weeks of consistency and discipline in saving. I think you deserve a pat on the back. It's not easy to dedicate money and keep to it. So that's our first recap today. So today I want us to review and see how much you have saved in the 10 weeks, whether you have kept to the promise or whichever period you joined. If you have been following us and you followed the guidelines that we shared, you're definitely at the same pace with whoever started at the beginning. So what am I saying? So if your target was 1 million, right now you have saved 333,000 and a few hundreds, yeah? So it doesn't matter at what point you started. If you're keeping up with the challenge, then we are all at the same spot. If your target was 100,000, you have saved 30,000. If your target was 50,000, you should be at 16,667. So if you're not there, you need to catch up. If your target was 5,000, then you must have saved 1,667. If your target was 30,000, then you're at 10,000. Let me know, or you can just check with yourself whether that's where you are or what you need to do to catch up. We have 21 more weeks, so you can still catch up, and all you need is to keep being disciplined and consistency, okay? That is what is very important at this point in time, okay? There are those people who set targets but have been struggling to keep up with the target. That is still okay. The fact that you are saving is everything. You have started the journey, so you're doing okay, yeah? So don't feel bad that your target was maybe 50,000, you are now at 10,000 instead of being at 16,000. You can adjust your goal to how you're able to save. As we progress, you'll be able to see if you'll be in a position to catch up or not. Yeah, it's normal to struggle. It's normal to plan something and not always get to it. Even God says that you have 3 answers: yes, no, wait. So you could be dealing with either of the 3, okay? The next thing we are looking at is that every week it keeps us going because you keep getting closer to the goal you set for yourself. The most important thing is that you set a goal for yourself. If you didn't set a goal, then you need to take a back step and set a goal first so that you know what you're saving for and how much it's going to cost, okay? Sometimes people may feel like now it's becoming a routine. I've been saving, now I'm consistent, now there's nothing new every week. Well, that's a normal feeling to have because we are all human beings. You find I saved the first week, I have never been consistent, now I am consistent. So that you should not feel it like a routine. Just look for something to keep you going. So to keep you motivated, 3 things: revisit when you started, rethink or just check again what you're saving for, because that will give you the motivation that you need to keep going. And of course, visualize what you will achieve. Assuming you're planning a holiday for yourself at the end of the year, can you imagine yourself in that flight heading to a destination? Maybe you've never been to any destination and this is the first time you're planning to go for that destination. Maybe you planned for your child's school fees and perhaps this is the very first time you're paying your child's school fees without taking a loan. Every small progress we are making is focused on just trying to see how better we can handle our finances. The next thing is, this week I would like us to challenge ourselves to save more. If you have set for yourself to save 200, this time save to 50. If your goal is to set 300, this time save 400. Challenge yourself. You can even increase going forward. You can decide to just be increasing every week. But this is a challenge to you. This particular week, make sure you increase the saving, even if it is just for this 1 week. It is good enough. Okay? So, the assignment and challenge for the day. How much have you saved so far? And what keeps you motivated? Let me know in the comments. I'll just take a pause to take your comments and just get to see how you're doing or how we have done with the recap. We are done with the catch up, and perhaps someone is not commenting or I'm not getting comments because the members who are here are already keeping up with the challenge and they are doing okay. So let me now talk to the person who has just joined the 30-week saving challenge group or has had it for the very first time today. So what is a 30-week saving challenge? The 30-week saving challenge is a challenge we started on the 1st of June and it's running until the 28th of December 2025. Why did we start the challenge? To save for two things, either a short-term goal or your emergency fund. A short-term goal can be your school fees for January, your child's school fees for January, your December travel expenses, just any short-term goal. Short-term goal means something you can achieve within the 30 weeks, okay? So the first thing we are going to focus on is the emergency fund before you actually think of a goal. If you don't have an emergency fund, then don't even think of the goal. Honestly, that's the truth. You know why? Because if anything happens and you are caught up in an emergency, you will not be able to address your emergency. You will not be able to continue saving for your goal. You will be left to address your emergency. It is that bad, imagine. Yeah, so first you need to save for your emergency, which is 3 to 12 months worth of living. Usually they say between 3 to 6 months, but my recommendation is 3 to 12 months, just to be on the safe side. In case anything happens to your income for the next 1 year, you will feel you're fully covered. Let me know in the comments if any of you has saving worth 12 months worth of living. Assuming you lost your income or your capacity to earn an income, can you survive for 12 months? Let me know in the comment section. Or at least 6 months. Maybe I should be less ambitious. Maybe for 6 months to 12 months. Let me know in the comment section. Okay? Yeah? So that is the first thing. So if you don't have an emergency fund, don't save for anything before the emergency fund is in place. Okay? So that's basically a saving challenge, which is about 7 months, which translates to 30 weeks. So that tells you that we are in week 8 of the 30-week saving challenge. Did I say 8? Sorry. That means we are in week 10 of our 30-week saving challenge. So we are progressing. We have just said before, as we are starting the live, is the most important thing is that you've had 10 weeks of consistency and discipline in your saving. How amazing is that? I must say, to be honest, that is progress for me and for anybody else who is focused on saving. Okay? So how much are we saving? Based on our chart, we are working with a minimum of 5,000 to 1 million. So you should be saving between, if you started at the beginning, you should have started saving 167 Kenya shillings as the lowest, and the highest to get us to 1 million is 33,334. So the reason I chose the option of not saving a specific amount as a group is because we have different capacities, and these capacities can restrict us to save the same amount, and sometimes someone may feel like they're left behind. Assuming we set a target for 200,000 and you can save 50, you will feel like you're left behind. So we didn't want anybody to be left behind. That is why I decided we should have different amounts. So if you have your one, okay, at this point, if you want to join and still be at par with us, the minimum to contribute is 500, and the maximum, no, sorry, let me give you the actual amounts. So if you want to join the challenge today, the minimum you need to start saving to be able to catch up with us is 239 Kenya shillings, or whichever currency, 239, and the maximum is 47,620. Okay, so don't be left behind. If you're within that bracket, you can still catch up with us. Maybe perhaps what will change is your target. It will go down because now the amount is a bit strenuous, unlike if you started 10 weeks ago. Okay, so someone will ask, what is our saving method? Our saving method, we have 4 options. We have the money market fund, bank savings account, mobile money, and piggy bank. But the recommended is money market fund. Why? Because you get to earn some interest and it is low risk. Okay, so that is why it is the preferred option. The savings account in the bank and the mobile money, you earn some interest, but it's way less than the money market. So that's why we are recommending the money market fund option. We have partnered with Kuza Asset Management. The link is on our page, or you can drop a comment and I'll share the link with you. And also we have partnered with Etica Capital for the money market products. So the reason I have only confirmed the 2 is because I have engaged and have done my research just to confirm before I am sharing with you. And also you're free to undertake your own due diligence before getting into the money market fund, so that you're certain what you're getting into, because you do not want to start saying, I saw a video, I had this or the other. You want to be sure before you get into any form of money engagement. And this is also because at the beginning of the challenge, we experienced some con men who were telling people to pay money to be registered to money market fund, which is not right. There is no money market fund who will charge you through another person to open an account. And whatever they charge you, most likely it's registration fee, which forms part of your investment. But don't send anybody your money. Send directly to the fund manager, so that you're certain that your money is safe. Don't come crying, oh, I was told, someone DM'd me in WhatsApp. And by the way, we have a WhatsApp group. The link is on the profile. Yeah, so you can follow there. That's where we share the information. So if anybody DMs you, that is not the genuine source of the information. You engage with them at your own peril. I have different interactions and I'm yet to engage even the ones that you have recommended. And once I engage, I'll be able to come back to you and tell you, you know what, I have done my research and now I'm okay to recommend this particular provider for your money. And there's some level of safety, because number one, we said like they should be regulated, they should be able to help you, give you different information which if you've not checked our 2 previous videos on YouTube, we have shared the good, bad, and ugly of both Etica and Kuza money market fund products. So you can go to YouTube after watching this live and get to have a feel of the 360 of the 2 service providers before you get to engage with them. Okay, so if you're saving a specific amount with a specific target, then you don't need to track. But if you're saving different amounts, it would be nice to track so that in case you reduce this week because you didn't have enough to cover, hey, what the heck? In case you didn't have enough to cover the weekly amount, you can push forward. Maybe you say next week I'll pay more. I'll split it over maybe 2-3 weeks so that I can be able to catch up. You can use maybe your notebook or a spreadsheet to track. Yes. So, what are the rules of success in the saving challenge? Consistency over perfection. Keep going even when you're forced to save less. Even in your life, keep trying even when you feel like you're not winning the battle. Number 2, you can automate the savings by placing a standing order. That way, you'll be able to be disciplined because the rule is you need to pay yourself first before you pay your bills. So if you automate, then it automatically means you have paid yourself before the bills. Yeah? Number 3, stay motivated. And how are you going to do this? Envision or see the final product of what you're working hard for, and just know the end goal is what will keep you going. If the end goal is not keeping you going, then there could be a challenge in your choices of how you want to save or what you're saving for. Imagine if like now you're saving for a car. How would you not be excited and looking forward to that car? If you're saving for a holiday, why would you not be looking forward to that holiday? If you're saving for your child or your own school fees, how would you not be looking forward to it, considering that this maybe for the very first time in your life, this is the first time that you will not be taking a loan to pay your fees or your child's school fees? Let me know in the comment section if that's you focusing on maybe eliminating a debt to be able to create a saving for that something that you always take a debt for. Of course, you need a community that keeps you going, that keeps you motivated, and that is why we have this live every week. And also we'll be having updates on our WhatsApp page, and sometimes we'll be able to just update you. Even the ones who send DMs, we try as much as possible to respond on time. So whatever mode of update that keeps you motivated, just follow up with it. If it's the WhatsApp, just use the link on the page and join the WhatsApp group. If it is here on TikTok, you can keep following us. We have a video every day, and even if we miss one day, it can't miss for 2-3 days. So just be sure you'll be good to go. Okay? What do we intend to achieve? At week 30, you will have a solid saving spot. And number 2, you will have a habit of consistency in saving. Number 3, you will be now fully disciplined in saving, and it will not feel like you need to save the surplus. You'll be feeling you're obligated to save before you even spend. Saving should happen before. Pay yourself first before you pay your bills. Okay? And you will be more confident to even take more financial goals, challenges. If for instance you had never saved before, you started the challenge, you managed to save, let's even say 10,000, that tells you can even next time save 20, 30, 50, 100. Let me amuse you. Saving your first 100,000 is the most difficult thing, because if you don't have it, you feel like it's a lot of money. But the moment you hit your 100, you'll be like, okay, I can get to 200, I can get to 300, I can get to 400. That way, you will soon find yourself being comfortable to save. And the moment you're comfortable to save, now we will go to the next thing, which is investing. You can't invest before you save, because if you don't have an emergency fund, for instance, your emergency fund will take up your investment. If your